Good morning. My name is Jim, and today we're discussing geopolitical tensions and how they can trigger a war in cyberspace. Cybersecurity has evolved beyond issues of ransomware, data loss, or reputational damage. It is now a fundamental matter of national security. Geopolitics is now a significant risk factor for organizations, transforming cybersecurity into strategic challenge heavily influenced by state behavior. International tensions and the strategic calculations of major powers, specifically Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, significantly change the current threat landscape. Ongoing conflicts, sanctions, trade wars, and technological competition have pushed state rivalry into the digital realm, allowing nations to exert pressure and cause disruption without resorting to conventional weaponry. As the Russian-Ukraine war continues into its fourth year, AI and cyber operations remain major aspects of the conflict. However, connectivity restrictions have reportedly hampered Russian operations, according to Colonel Ants Kiviselk, head of the intelligence center of the Estonian Defense Forces. Restrictions on the operation of Starlink terminals and the use of Telegram messaging app have significantly slowed the coordination of Russian troops and reduced the intensity of their attacks. These limitations have complicated the Russian army's ability to wage war effectively. Russian state-sponsored actors have maintained persistent pressure on Ukrainian and NATO-aligned critical infrastructure. These efforts focus on energy, logistics, and communication sectors to collect intelligence, map networks, and position themselves for potential disruptive action. The shifting geopolitical order, including the policies of U.S. President Donald Trump, has influenced how nations utilize their cyber capabilities. Americas. U.S. operations aimed at asserting dominance in the Western Hemisphere have created further rifts. Recorded Futures Insect Group identified increased activity from the pro-Venezuelan influence network, Ion 69, which criticized U.S. operations leading up to the arrest of President Nicolas Maduro. The Middle East. The region remains volatile, with the Iran-Israel power struggle demonstrating the impact of mutual cyber warfare. In a significant escalation, Israeli hackers reportedly detected data from Iran's state-owned bank, Sarif, disrupting financial services. Historically, Israel is believed to have used cyber means to augment physical attacks, such as the alleged disruption of the Syrian air defenses during a 2007 airstrike. South Asian. Tensions between nuclear-armed India and Pakistan have led to covert cyber espionage. These operations have been led by Pakistan's APT-36 Transparent Tribe and India's Sidewinder Group. Analysts forecast a rise in covert cyber activity that prioritizes access-first, low-visibility operations. Connectivity disruption is predicted to become a primary tool of coercion. China. State-sponsored actors are expected to expand beyond data exfiltration, utilizing AI-enabled narrative flooding to reshape digital environments through tailored influence operations. Russia. Threat actors may diverge from malware-heavy campaigns, favoring credential-based intrusions through the abuse of identity and single sign-on platforms. Iran. Operations are estimated to be limited into the near future. North Korea. Financially motivated activity targets over 70 nations. The report suggests that North Korea will further integrate workforce infiltration and supply chain manipulation using fraudulent hires and insider access to manipulate code bases and generate revenue across SaaS and DevOps environments. In the ongoing conflict between the United States and Iran, cyber operations have emerged as a significant component alongside conventional military actions. Operation Epic Fury, initiated on 28 February 2026, involved coordinated strikes that target key Iranian leadership and infrastructure, with digital disruptions playing a crucial role in limiting the adversary's response capabilities. Iranian connectivity fell at least 46% during the strike, signaling intense cyber involvement. Following the strikes, Iran's internet connectivity plummeted to between 1% and 4% of normal levels in two major waves. This decline was attributed to a regime imposed blackout, possibly with limited access maintained via a government whitelisting system for select users. This fiber optic cables from the attacks may have contributed to the disruption. The blackout has raised concerns about increased misinformation as authentic Iranian sources are largely silenced online. And that is all for today. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the material and found it useful. If you have any further questions on the subject, you can contact me at the address on the screen. Thanks, and we'll see you again next week.